Hi guys, welcome to the latest matchday preview for this weekend's League 2 fixture at the Eco Power Stadium. It's Doncaster Rovers versus Morecambe. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this one, Doncaster Rovers versus Morecambe at the Eco Power Stadium in League 2 this Saturday. Another big game in a long season. If you are new to the channel, please consider clicking subscribe if you do like this sort of content. If you're an existing subscriber, I thank you very much for the support and the continued support on this channel. It does mean a lot to me, reading the comments and interacting with each and every single one of you. So yeah, if you do enjoy this and you are new, stick a big thumbs up on it, get the comments in the section down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and if this is the first video that you have seen, this is a format that will go through match previews. We'll look at previous meetings between the two clubs, current form across all competitions. I choose a Doncaster Rovers player just to say a few words about, and then I also choose my opponent's one to watch. But you know your club much better than I do, so if there's somebody else that we should be talking about, get them in the comments down below. I do like to learn about every club that we face in each season. And then we finish the video off with three predictions: the predicted team lineup, that's thanks to FanHub, the predictions league table that me and the family do, and then the all important score prediction at the very end. So without further ado, let's get into it. Previous meetings, Donny and Morecambe have faced off a total of 11 times in our history. Rovers coming out on top on 3 occasions, not too many. We've drawn 3 and Morecambe have come out on top 5 times. Drill down into the more recent 5 fixtures, a bit of a mixed bag. With jumping back to 2017 in League 2, it was 1-1 draw at home, and then the 2021-22 season in League 1, it was a 1-0 home win. We'd take that tomorrow for sure, and a 4-3 away defeat, which was horrible. Just after New Year, well, just into the new year, 3-0 up at half time, absolutely threw that one away. And then it didn't get much better in last season, in the 2023-24 season in League 2. Absolutely demolished at the Eco Power Stadium. I certainly hope we don't see another one of these tomorrow. 5-0 to Morecambe, but we made amends later on in the season with a 3-0 victory in Morecambe. So yeah, like I say, mixed bag. 2 wins there, two wins each, and a draw in our last 5. So based on recent history, it's anybody's game. Based on current form though, and this should only really be going one way. Donny started the season off with 2 wins and more recently a defeat. Morecambe on the other hand, 3 defeats on the bounce since the start of the season. And for me, I'm hoping that Donny aren't the gift that keeps on giving. We allowed Newport to avoid the unwanted record of their longest losing run, I believe it was, at the weekend. They obviously turned us over 3-1. I'll go into that in a little bit more detail shortly. But for me, Morecambe have struggled so far. No wins, no goals in their first 3 games. Only 2 shots in those 3 games as well, on target. So to me that shows that they're seriously lacking any sort of serious threat in the final third, lacking creativity from the midfield as well. Hopefully we can continue that tomorrow and limit them to very little. But yeah, for me, Derek Adams has got a massive job on to turn Morecambe, turn them around, pull them around after a points deduction at the end of last season. Off-field issues from the outside looking in seem to be kind of filtering onto the pitch at this early stage. But if I'm wrong with that, please correct me in the comments down below. It's just my outsider's opinion looking in. It just looks like Morecambe are in a bit of a rough patch at the minute, and results on the field aren't helping either. So 3 defeats on the bounce out of the Carabao Cup. Got beat 3-0 by Huddersfield. 2 1-0 wins in the league. I'll take a 1-0 win tomorrow. We will see how that goes on. On to Donny though. Positive start, as I said, to this campaign with a thumping 4-1 win over Accrington on the opening day, and then also progression in the Carabao Cup, and we've drawn Everton at Goodison, which I am absolutely buzzing about. I wanted to see Goodison before it gets knocked down at the end of the season. So yeah, absolutely buzzing to draw them in the second round. But we were brought back down to earth with a almighty bump in South Wales after going 1-0 up, and then conceded early in the second half, which is the second time in the league that we did that. We did it at Accrington, against Accrington at home, sorry. And the home game, from all reports, I couldn't make the first game, but from all reports it sounded like we got into our rhythm straight after conceding, and kind of just went on from there. Whereas on Saturday, just couldn't really get a foothold back in the game, and just ended up conceding a really good second goal, but avoidable with some errors defensively leading up to it, and then hit with a killer third goal really a couple of minutes later. And it just seems the way 20 minutes in South Wales in a game and we end up losing it. We did the same last season. First 20 minutes or so we were 3-0 down. First 20 minutes or so the second half this time we're 3-1 down. So yeah, not a good place to go, Newport for Donny, a bit of a bogey team. So what I did like from the game though is Grant took some of the blame for mistiming subs, but also kind of portioned some of the blame onto the players as well, stating that it just simply wasn't good enough, weren't to the levels that we expect or that he expects Doncaster Rovers to be playing at. So for me, it's all about the response in this one. Let's see how we react to that setback against a team that should be low on confidence really. And yeah, Morecambe is a huge game that we should hopefully, well, should be aiming to win. Nothing's a given in League Two, and then Port Vale next Saturday as well is a tough game with Everton sandwiched in the middle, where all I want is to be proud of the performance. Result really doesn't matter in that one to me. I just want, obviously I'd love to win it, but it's about performance midweek and just being able to come away and kind of hold the heads up high that we've gone toe to toe with a Premiership team. Bread and butter is the league. So yeah, full focus on Morecambe, and let's right the wrongs from last Saturday at Newport. Moving on to the player profiles for this one, I've gone with the goal scorer at Newport, Owen Bailey. Fantastic player, defensive midfielder, 25 years old. He was ever present last year. Played over 50 games across all competitions, and for me, in my opinion, by far the best player within our squad last year. Great to see him sign another contract this summer. So that to me felt like a new signing in itself, along with all the signings that we made in the summer. I think keeping Owen tied down for longer, it'll only benefit us. We've either got a superb player that's going to progress and develop, or we're going to demand a decent fee for him when ultimately teams at an higher division will come in for him, because he is arguably the best box-to-box midfielder at this level. He's already scored and created a goal this season, which he scored 3, created 3 across all competitions last year, so he's a third of the way to matching his goal and his goal contribution last season, and carries on like he is. I'm sure he'll surpass the 6 goals contributed last season. But yeah, buzzing that he's still here. Fantastic player. He's great to watch, but I don't think we'll be seeing him in a Donny shirt for long, because he is simply that good. The one to watch for Morecambe, in my opinion, like I said at the start of the video though, you know your club much better than I do, so get them in the comments down below if there's somebody else we should be talking about. I've gone with Gwion Edwards. I've gone with him because I think Morecambe will be looking at him to kind of use his experience. 31 years old, right winger, 393 games in his career, 52 goals, 33 assists. I think they'll be looking towards him to kind of be that spark, that creativity to try and unlock defences and kind of find the strikers to get these goals, which are avoiding them at the minute and being very elusive to Morecambe. But yeah, for me, he's been around the block. He knows what it's like to play at this level. So I think for me, you've got to watch out for players like that have got that experience and that know-how. Cut him out, prevent him from being creative. I think we've got a good chance of coming away with 3 points tomorrow. So for me, one to watch, Gwion Edwards. Moving on to the predicted team lineup. This is thanks to FanHub. If you've not downloaded the app yet, please go ahead and do so. I have gone with a few changes. We've gone Sharman Lowe in goal, a back four of Sterry, Wood, Oluwu and Fleming coming in for Anderson and Senior, with Bailey, Broadbent, Sabara in the midfield, Molyneux on the right, Gibson on the left, and Ironside up front on his own. We'll see if I'm right with that. I've not got an 11 out of 11 yet this season. That's what I'm going with for tomorrow's fixture. Moving on to the Predictions League table. If you're new to this, me and the family predict the scoreline for every single league game. If we get spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the outcome of the game right, but not the scoreline, we get 1 point. If we get completely wrong, it is no points. And confidence was running through the family against Newport. Confidence which was mislaid, because none of us got any points. Max still stays first at the minute on 3 points. Me and Chris joint second on 1. Dad yet to get off the mark. He obviously went with his Desmond Tutu. Me, Chris, Max all went with wins of differing scorelines. Didn't matter, we got beat 3-1, so no points added to the table this week. And moving on to the score prediction, the all-important score prediction, I'm hoping that we have a response and a reaction to the poor performance and poor result at Newport. Morecambe seem to be there to be got at, I'd say, with recent results, and like I say, 2 shots on target in 3 games, no goals scored, 2 1-0 defeats, a 3-0 defeat in the cup, off-field issues that seem to be filtering onto the pitch. So for me, it's a good time to play them, but we said that against Newport last week, that it was a good time to play them, and look what happened there. They battered us at our place before. I really hope that doesn't happen. I am remaining confident for the Rovers for tomorrow. I am going Donny 2, Morecambe 0. We'll see how close I am come 5 o'clock-ish tomorrow. And that's where I'm going to leave this one. If you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comments in the section down below. Let me know who you think should be in the starting 11. Let me know your score predictions. Subscribe if you haven't already. More content coming your way. There is a matchday vlog this week because I am going to be at the game tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to seeing the Rovers for the first time live in the competitive season. But yeah, all that's left for me to say in this one is thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.